Hello, once again, fellow YouTubers. In this video, I'll make this one for today. If I have time to make another one before the sun goes down and it gets too dark, I'll make another one. This one, though, is going to be about experiencing magical music and magical circumstances. And this happened today. I'll talk about this one and another one that happened in the past. And so basically, what happened today, and God seems to be blessing me with more and more new content. Okay, so today I went to this thing called the Tai Chi, where you can do that and get free cigarettes. And there was this one dude that wanted me to move with him to California and represent for California, which I'm not. And I told him that today. And the authorities would send in people to try to silence my freedom of speech, which they can't silence because there's a reason why it exists. And so basically, they would send in people to steal my speakers, boomboxes, and this one dude stole my phone. I bought a phone card from Walmart, and I think Walmart stole my phone card. Long story short with that. And so after the Tai Chi, I was gonna. There was these group of little girls. There was this group of little girls, and I played that YouTube video on my speaker by a Wi-Fi connection about Lena Medina, who was the youngest mother in history. She had her period starting at age 8 months, and she got pregnant at 4 years old, had the baby at 5 years old. I played that YouTube video so those little girls could hear it, and then I played that. It talked about how she went through something called precocious puberty, and I played that song by Oasis, which sings, "Life is precocious in the most peculiar way," yada yada yada. So, and then after that, so I played that video one time, and then I played that YouTube video. It's titled something to the effect of "Child Marriage, Michigan," and it says on the actual title, "I do at 14." And you can see people in the courtroom. An interviewer is interviewing this one person, and she says to this one court worker, "This is a very solid source of information about no minimum age limit for marriage." And this one interviewer asked this elderly dude, "So if a judge says yes, you can potentially get married at any age, there's no limit?" And he said, pretty casually, "Correct." And I played that part of that video, which starts at around 3 minutes and goes to like 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I played that one, like that part of that video, like 3 times. And then I had this other song lined up by Bob Marley called "Get Up, Stand Up for Your Rights." And I noticed these security guards were walking towards me, and they said this, and they said this in a sort of way, which is to state any concern in a non-intimidating way. And they said, hey man, you can't be playing your videos here. There's kids around here. And I already had that song by Bob Marley lined up before they even said that. I didn't even know they would say that. I didn't even expect them to say that. And so I was like, okay, no problem. I'm about to head out anyways, you know what I'm saying? And then when they walked away, I started playing that song I had already lined up called "Get Up, Stand Up for Your Rights" by Bob Marley. And So so when they walked away, I told them straight up, you can't silence freedom of speech no matter how hard you try. And there's a reason why it exists. Because you don't see this stuff on TV for the most part, or you don't even know where to find this unless you know about it to begin with and know where to look. If you're ignorant as to what's out there, you're not even gonna know where to look. You could have, how can I articulate this? You could have multiple haystacks, and some of them could have golden needles in it, and you're not gonna, chances are you're not gonna find this knowledge unless you just spend like years searching for all kinds of knowledge, and you find it through your serendipitous adventures, as the book called Live Your Calling talks about. And the book called The Aladdin Factor talks about that. Okay, so now I was going by a Wi-Fi hotspot, so that's how I could play those videos. And then I played this song by who was that? Tupac, called California Love. And I thought of those lyrics. Let me serenade the streets of LA. You know what I'm saying? And so I play my music like that one by Oasis called Go Let It Out, when it sings about life is precocious and in the most peculiar way. So anyways, now most of the time there would be the public library Wi-Fi hotspot that I could play music on through and until I went out of that hotspot. And then most of the time there was this other Wi-Fi hotspot called City Connect, and that hasn't been working lately, except for the last 2-3 days. Today it worked, you know what I'm saying? And I played that song California Love by Tupac, and now even though you're out of range of a Wi-Fi hotspot, sometimes a YouTube video, if you if you look at the like that red dot when the video is streaming on YouTube, there's the red bar that goes all the way to the red dot, and you can see this gray bar that extends beyond that red dot. And the longer that gray bar extends, the more you can play that video out of range of a Wi-Fi hotspot, all the way up to that gray spot. And this is like an absolute rare occurrence, where this song, California Love by Tupac, the gray bar played all the way to the very end. So I could sit there and replay that song over and over again. So by the time I got to the train station and rode the train, I was playing that song over and over again to have something to listen to, you know what I'm saying? Because my Walmart, I believe, stole my phone card, because the authorities, I believe, told them to do that to try to silence my freedom of speech. Now, these pretty sexy ass little girls will like follow me here and there, and they'll follow me on the train, the bus, the library. They don't follow me every single last time, but many times they do. When I was riding the train this day, and most of the sexually vulgar comments I make to a really young girl, well below the age of 18, I'll say, like, if she's only in front of her mom, because it's not that I'm afraid of males, it's just a male has got nothing to lose, and they could tend to be more jealous, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I'll say sexually vulgar things in front of a little girl below age 18, and in front of her dad, and cause God showed me these words in the dictionary. He showed me the words fight, fire, object, which means to debate for something, and protection. And I know this book called The Art of Effective Living, which says that you don't want to be too cautious. You don't want to be too not cautious enough. And so, like, this makes me think of this kind of scenario. For instance, if you're in wartime, you want to wear your bulletproof vest. I don't agree with violence or war. That's a different point and subject. But if you have a Humvee, a bulletproof Humvee, you want to be in that for more protection and kind of work with what safety you have to work with. Don't take unnecessary risks and whatnot. That is what that book says in so many words. And so this one little girl, she was sexy as fuck in the face, you know what I'm saying? She looked like a fucking plain Jane, you know what I'm saying? But she was sexy and pretty as hell in the face, you know what I'm saying? And so she got on the train with her dad, and she was about like six years old. And I noticed she didn't have any tits, and I told her, man, Cora, I love you so much. You are so pretty. And I said, like, when I was in a youth homeless shelter in San Francisco when I was 23, I seen this one person who used to be a male and had like a sex change and turned into a female. But he had tits. And when I say he had tits, he was like around 20 years old, give or take. And I asked him how he got those tits and did that sex change because he seemed like he still looked like a male in the face. And when I asked him that, he said that I took a supplement. And I told that little girl that in front of her dad. I was at one end of the train and she was like in the middle. And I told her in so many words, you could take that supplement and make your titties, your sexy ass boobs bigger. I said that in so many words. And, but I told her, marriage is legit, you know what I'm saying? As long as you don't cheat on somebody, as long as you don't use her, as long as you never divorce her and be married to her forever, how is that remotely wrong? I was saying to them in so many words. So don't get that part twisted. I said that in so many words. And so I said, even though you might not have tits now, we can make you have bigger tits because we have the technology. And I was playing that song still over and over again by Tupac called California Love. And when I witnessed this dude that told me what he told me, how he got bigger tits from having a supplement, that was in San Francisco, as I mentioned, and that was in California. So that's another magical moment involving songs, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap that up for now. I got drunk earlier today, and I was gonna make a YouTube video about other magical times with music, and I was gonna talk about that time when I stole that police or when I stole that ambulance. But when I got drunk earlier today, I was lit off my ass, and I wasn't used to drinking vodka, you know what I'm saying? So I had to sleep it off. And the sun's going down faster than I expected. I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow to make more videos. It's a little while longer till I find out what's going on with my legal situation, and before I can buy my unrestricted land. It's a little while longer till I can buy my unrestricted land. So we'll kind of pace ourselves anyways, you know what I'm saying? So that's all for now. And bye for now. Till next time. Peace out.